Yeah, so with the police, having had experiences with police myself, and sometimes, experiences with the police cannot go too nice because you don't want to be arrested, and when they are there to uphold the law, so sometimes you have to be arrested. But the thing is, they might see it as in someone's kicking off or going wild. That's because addiction might have a grasp over them, and they're thinking, if I get arrested, I can't go and get my next fix, or I'm not going to be able to drink for 24 hours. Or it can be the fact that they just don't want to be around people. There could be mental health issues with it, but like some of the police coming into it, it's just about kind of getting that experience where they haven't lived through it, but they understand it. That addiction is a cunning, powerful thing. I'm sure that most of the people I've met so far don't want to be in addiction. We don't choose to pick up a drink and a drug every day, but it has that control over you. And then to get that drink and drug, you're going to go out. If you can't get it, you're going to go out and do whatever you can do to get it. And that, again, is still not something that you want to do, but you have to do it because you need that next drink or drug. So obviously, the police might see it as in someone's just been a nuisance and constantly committing crime, but without them understanding and then pointing them in the right direction of the services, they can't get the help they need. If the police have an understanding a bit more from a service user's point of view, they might be able to go, well, hang on a minute, I know this guy doesn't just need locking up for the night. He needs pointing to this service, Change, Grow, Live, or Mind, or whatever. And then put in touch with someone who can assess him a bit more, maybe get a key worker out of it. And then the police they've upheld the law, done their duty, but also the guy has not come out of it just being released back into what he was in. He might have a little pointer and might go and make a phone call, whether it be anonymously or like properly, but it's not forced, So if I find that without people putting the leaflets and the numbers and stuff in front of you, you're not going to go and look for them yourself, because as soon as you get put out back into the public, you're going to get that next drink and drug again. So if you have some time to sit on it in a cell, maybe you've got to sit and read it, it makes you think about it, So if the police understand it a bit more as well, then they can only be an extra added element of support.
So has any police ever treated you like with respect or handled you in a way that you remember being a good example?
So I've always, whenever I've been arrested and in trouble, I've always been treated fairly going into custody, and they've always had a good understanding of my mental health and the drink and drugs with the addictions. They've always treated me fairly, which has made me in return just feel at ease as well, even though I don't want to be in there and I've been arrested, but that's because I've done something wrong, but I'm not thinking about that at the time. I'm thinking I need to get out of here as soon as I can because I need a drink. But I think that the way they treat me has helped me stay calm in there, not get worked up, and then you don't start going into a rage. They've always, treated me with respect, and that means a lot when you're being held somewhere where you don't want to be, and just being treated like a human being, no matter how intoxicated you are or under the influence you are. When you're in there, you're obviously going to get sobered up. And if they're treating you fairly, then it kind of just makes you feel a bit more like a human being than worthless, And if you already feel like you've got nothing to lose, and then someone starts treating you like you've got nothing to lose, you're just going to get in a whole lot more trouble. And then you're going to have that frame of mind where when you do get let out, you're going straight back out and you're going to do whatever you can to get another drink or drug. So you're going around in a vicious circle.